The ayahuasca brew, what does it taste like? Well, it's a brown brew. Just thinking of it usually makes me shake my head in disgust. It's just really something that's extremely hard for me. And I wrote on my blog that it tastes like a very concentrated mix of tobacco, licorice, stale acid Guinness, and Carl's Jr. coffee. That's about as close as I could get. Now, something quite interesting was said to me last time on my third ceremony. I spoke with Carolina, who's one of the organizers, and she said that for her the taste isn't that bad. You know, oh, just thinking of it, it's just awful. She says it's not that bad for her, and she says that the fact that you find the taste awful shows the level of your resistance to it. I can tell you, for me, it's pretty bad. On ceremony 3, my first shot, it took me 10 minutes to drink it. The second one, it took me an hour. Right? Now, by the third one, I'd kind of given up resistance, and I knew I was only going to get a smaller dose, and it was really, really tiny. It was just like 1/4 of the regular dose. And I downed it, and it had a completely different taste. Actually, it tasted of agua de Florida. Now, agua de Florida is something that they spray on you during the ceremony, and it smells really good. Believe it or not, that stuff really does something. I don't know what, but it helps. And it tasted as though Memo, one of the other organizers, had sprayed this stuff into the drink. When, you know, it tasted like that, just like very, very strongly. It was amazing. And I downed it without difficulty. It still tasted bad, don't get me wrong, but I downed it much easier, and it had a completely different taste. And I'm almost certain that that has to do with the state I was in. And yeah, I was feeling great when I took it. You know, I was feeling so good that I wasn't sure I wanted to take any more. The reason they gave me so little was because it was getting quite late in the day. We're getting close to the end of the ceremony, so he couldn't give me too much. But so yeah, I think it really makes sense that the harder it is for you to drink that stuff, the more really you're putting resistance, because this thing really does somehow go into your subconscious. It examines your subconscious somehow. It knows more about you than you know. Right? I don't know what the hell it is, but it does, and it knows what you need, and you're digging into things that you don't want. And so maybe the fact that it's getting harder to take this, maybe that means that I'm getting closer to discovering some really nasty things that I don't want to know, you know, because ayahuasca, I think, is really, or partly, about bringing to light things that you've hidden away in the dark.